What's that?
Tasmanian mud. Drink it, you'll feel better.
That's not likely.
It's the cure for the common hangover.
What's in it?
Coffee. Hair of a dingo. No, just kidding. It's just lots of sugar to tide you over till you're ready to eat, and a little fizz just for fun. It's all you can eat aspirin, too.
It's vile. So how'd we do last night?
Surprisingly well.
Really? That's what I like to hear. You know what I appreciate about you? No snide, smart-ass remarks. No questions about where I was or who I was doing. You just keep the people drinking, encourage them to play the wheel, and you don't moose into my profits. Did you?
Just the cream on top. You'll never miss it.
Well, I expect nothing less.
You know what? I need to talk to my dad about family stuff, so why don't you get lost?
He stays.
It's about Lulu.
Is she in the hospital?
No. Lulu and Johnny broke up. She called me to tell me that I got what I wanted.
You interrupted a perfectly good hangover to tell me that Lulu's love life has gone south?
I thought maybe we could go by the hospital reopening. You know, grab an early dinner, touch base as a family.
Innkeeper, another shovel full of your Tasmanian mud.
Yeah, I'll take that as a no. What about Lulu?
Look, Cowboy, Lulu is a lot more resilient than you give her credit for being.
Lulu needs her family today. You know what? For some insane reason, I thought you just might care. You might want to just try to step up a little as a father.
Hey, back off. All right, some of us would be honored to have Luke as a father.
So, tell me everything you found out about Ethan.
I'm doing better. Thank you for asking.
Well, judging from this mess, you're still broken up with Johnny. Good.
I just can't believe that he would lie to me.
Lulu, he is not worth your tears. You just want to love him because he's dark and dangerous. And you're a Spencer, and you think that's what you're supposed to do. But I can't see spending the rest of your life with somebody who isn't right for you. As for tossing his things, bravo. There's no better way to ease the pain than by getting even.
Thank you.
And also, by focusing on something else, like what is Ethan really up to, and what does he want from your father?
You know, what a burden it must be to get stuck with Luke Spencer as a father. What a terrible disappointment to be saddled with a savvy, original thinker who lives life on his own terms.
You know what? You stay the hell out of this.
Luke took you all around the world, didn't he? You know, and he's still proud of you for traveling cross-country alone at the age of 11.
You told him about that?
We were in lockup. We talked about a lot of things.
You know, maybe you'd be happier with one of those middle management types. You know, the kind who stumble in here slipping off their wedding rings looking for an escape. You know, they've never had original thought in their entire lives. Maybe you'd prefer a mean drunk. The kind who stumbles home every bloody night to beat the hell out of his wife and kids.
You sold them a myth. I'll give you that. The mighty Luke Spencer. The guy who can do every damn thing in the world except deal with his own family. What are you standing around for? Pour the guy a drink. That's all he really cares about anyway.
I appreciate you having my back like that, Dodger. But, you see, I'm like an old piano. I don't much like being played. Especially that song about dear old Dad. That cuts a little close to the bone.
Well, I actually meant every word.
I checked the address that you gave me. He's living at a motel on the highway, which doesn't make any sense because my dad would let him live at the Haunted Star.
That's true.
It's a lot easier to steal money from my dad if you're living on the boat.
Well, if money is what Ethan's after.
What else would he be after?
I don't know, Lulu. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Well, when I went to go see him, he was acting really weird. He was really angry. He, dragged me into the room.
Did he hurt you?
No, it's just, I don't think he wanted to be seen.
Actually, when I got too close to him, he growled at me, too.
Look, he's a con artist. I think he's made a lot of people mad, so now he's hiding out in Port Charles.
So if he's hiding, why did he take such a visible job at the Haunted Star, and why did he track your dad down in the first place?
What makes you think that he tracked my dad down?
I just think that your dad is an easy mark in this situation.
Okay, well, if you think that, then you obviously don't know my dad at all.
What's that supposed to mean?
Tracy, it means that this is all about the game to them, okay? So he snuck on to the Haunted Star to get away from his last mark, and he hit it off with my dad, and now this is all about the challenge, but once he beats my dad at his own game, he's gonna leave.
Why do you say that?
Because that's exactly what my dad would do.
Not that I expect you to believe what I'm about to say, but I really appreciate how you've taken me in and given me a job with some responsibility. I learned a lot from that.
Take the rest of the day off, Dodger.
Really?
Yeah, bounce out of here, Joey, before I change my mind.
Well, thank you.
And listen, cut Lucky a little slack, will you? He knows a side of me you don't.
Still, it's a waste of time to be angry about the past when you can just enjoy every day.
Are you saying there's nothing in the past that makes you angry?
I never said that.
Take this and don't come back.
Oh, do you not mean that?
I thought you were Johnny.
Oh, well, I'm not.
What do you want?
May I come in?
No, not if you're gonna be weird like you were last night.
Right. I wanted to apologize for that, actually.
Okay, apology accepted. You can leave now.
Yeah, I should probably sure Johnny'd be pretty upset if he knew I was here.
What do you want?
Your brother came by the Haunted Star today. He's worried about you. So am I. You were pretty upset.
Did my dad send you?
No. And they didn't tell anyone about your meltdown last night.
I didn't melt down.
I won't use it against you.
I'm cleaning house, okay? I'm getting rid of everything and everyone that I don't need. I am not going to waste time with people who don't appreciate me, who want to use me, or people who annoy me.
Oh, I hope that doesn't include me.
Unfortunately, it does. I am focusing on me right now. I have no regrets. I am not looking back, as my dad would say. Move forward or get out of the way.
Oh, yes. My sentiments exactly.
Of course it is, because you're exactly like my dad.
And what are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to meet me at the hospital for the reopening.
Well, I was hoping to find Luke, but I think he must be in hiding. Maybe he's left the country.
Leave Luke alone.
He didn't come home last night, did he? Do you know why? Did you tell him the truth about Ethan?
I don't know the truth about Ethan.
But you have more than enough evidence to know that
I
Luke
saw a photograph, Daddy. That's all. Thank you for the advice. I will tell Luke in my own time and in private.
But I want you to tell him now so that I can see his reaction.
Oh, I get it. You need a project, so you decided to make Luke miserable.
Listen, that reprobate has been drinking my liquor and putting his feet up on my furniture and freeloading off the Quartermaines for years now, and it's about time he feels miserable.
Okay, Daddy. So let's say I tell Luke my suspicions and he vanishes again. Do you remember how miserable that was?
I had to take the responsibility for my stray children, and so should Luke.
There is no proof that Ethan is his child. And until there is, nobody is telling anybody anything. Got it?
Oh, I don't like the looks of this.
Oh, Luke, Tracy has something to tell you.
Goodbye, Daddy.
Pour yourself a drink, Spencer. You're going to need it.
Well, do you have something unpleasant to tell your sweet old man, baby? Or should we just break out the martinis and float the afternoon?